Welcome to Dude RV. Hey, I really appreciate you stopping by, and of course you got here just in time. That's right, just in time for another campground experiential video. I've been sitting around the house way too long for doing those Amazon videos, and I just got a wild hair and said, you know what? It's hot, 100+ degrees. That means most of your state parks are going to be empty. So I got Trudy Thunder, and we hit the road. We went a little bit north and a little bit east, and we are at Cooper Lake State Park. I like this one. Doctors Creek Unit, Cooper's Lake State Park. This is one of my favorite Texas state parks. It is Saturday. And there's only maybe 6 RVs. 6 campsites occupied. There's a couple right over there. Yeah, I was surprised. I was just like, I wonder if I could get a site. It's Saturday. Could I get a site? Sure enough, here we are. But that's because it's going to be 104 degrees for the next 4 days. Let's talk about my site. I'm in site number 22. This is actually one of my favorite sites for the Doctors Creek unit. It's a 30 amps and water. But look at your shade canopy. Air conditioner is not gonna have to really fight with the UV rays. All you gotta do is plug that bad boy in and it's gonna start cooling down because you've got plenty of shade. Now, if you need solar, it's not a good site. If you need Starlink, not a good site, but I've got at least 3 bars of Verizon, so I'm good. Site's really level. It's a concrete pad. It was a little tricky slipping in here because of the trees. Well, we're talking about the campsite. It's 30 amp. There's a 20 amp plug in there, but just so you know, in most of your Texas, I think it's pretty much in all your Texas state parks, that 20 amp is actually tied into the 30 amp. It's the same circuit. So I used to think you could get 50 or 50 amps out of that, plug it into the, anyway, don't work that way. It's 30 amps. We got a place to burn some wood. Oh, we get to camp in style. We have got the ubiquitous lantern hook. We're saved. And we have a charcoal cooker. Of course, I travel with my own charcoal cookers. Now, I'm excited. Let's go for a little walk. It's about as close to the water. These three sites right here are about as close to the water as you can get. And I think this is going to be the first lake I've been to in a while that's not desperately low because of drought conditions. We're kind of in northeast Texas, more north and not quite as far east. Anyway. They've had plenty of rain out here. As a matter of fact, it looks like not only is the lake not low, but it's pretty high. So now I just need to find a place, and that may be the best place, because one of the reasons get off my nose. One of the driving factors for me getting up and going this weekend of two missions, 2 things two things I hope to accomplish. Not hope to accomplish. 2 things I'm going to accomplish in the next 4 days. I'm going to create the Insta 360 tour videos for 3 Texas state park campgrounds. I guess you could say 3 Texas state parks, Doctors Creek unit, South Sulphur Unit, and Bonham State Park. I'm also going to deploy the tuk-tuk kayak. I've been looking at that tuk-tuk kayak going, you know, I really want to go put that thing in the water. So here we are. We're going to go check out the stuff. First and foremost, before we do anything else, we're going to deploy the Valkyrie. Now you'll notice I don't have the white F-150. Still in the shop. So that limited my options, and I chose to bring the Valkyrie because I've got longer range on that. So I'm going to deploy the Valkyrie. We're going to go see the stuff. And then when it's cooler this evening, I'm probably going to deploy the tuk-tuk kayak. Might do that, might wait till in the morning when it's cooler. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I got to go to work. Now, I've produced several other videos about Doctors Creek Unit at Cooper Lake State Park. So this will actually be added into there'll be a playlist just for Cooper Lake State Park. But if you want to see those, you might want to go back in time. You can go to your map. We're talking about screen shelters right now. So Cooper Lake State Park actually has 3 shelters and 1 air-conditioned cabin. Of course, that's occupied. The air-conditioned cabin is occupied. And there's 1 screen shelter that's occupied. But there, you know, it's a nice screen shelter. You got a ceiling fan, which is unusual. And yeah, that's it. You got a concrete floor, screen to keep the bugs off of you. During the winter, you might hang some tarps up, and even during the summer, you could hang some tarps up and you could air condition this. They don't have any clamps, and the state parks really don't want you doing what a lot of people have done with staple guns and plastic. You're better off using big spring clamps and clamping to the rafters. Just saying. All right, let's go see some more stuff. So the screen shelters here at Cooper Lake State Park, they all have some amenities. You've got water right here, places to cook and burn wood, a table, and of course, my favorite, the lantern hook. Let's go see what else. Let's go see some more stuff. So I gave you bad information. That's another air-conditioned cabin. And there's more than 3 screen shelters, but a couple of them are currently closed. It looks like they're being renovated. Right now, they're closed. So if you're thinking about coming out to Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek Unit, and you're bringing some littles with you, some kiddos, some grandkids, they'll be excited. Because right here in the camping loop, there's a playground. With a swing for mom and dad, gran and grandpa, some of those swings that you can go real high and jump out of. But best of all, we have one of them burn the skin off your butt slides. And this is the best time of year to be using them. It's designed to be used when the temperature's over 100 degrees. Well, we're there now. I bet that sucker's about 150 degrees. Just what you want to sit on. But that'll be fun to play in. All right, let's go find some other hot stuff. So the Doctors Creek Unit of Cooper Lake State Park actually has a fantastic hike and bike trail. I've done some of that, and I've actually created video of some of that from the scooter perspective. That if you go to your map, and the link to your map is down there, and I'll put a link up there as well. If you click on the balloon for Doctors Creek unit, it will open up all the YouTube videos for this location. All right, let's go see it. Let's see if we can find a beach. I know I said we were going to the beach, but I saw something else we needed to see, which was another playground with more go high and jump off swings, a tire swing, and a monkey bar climbing tower. There's shower facilities here at the day use area. Over there's a nice picnic area for a large group. There's quite a few tables. Anyone say volleyball? There's a volleyball net. We need to go down here. We need to go see that. So let's go see that. During normal summers, this is not a normal summer, but during normal summers, there's a lot of wind coming out of the south, which is why that wall's been erected to help minimize the erosion on the beach and make swimming more enjoyable. Fewer waves to disturb the peace. All right, it's getting hot. Let's go see if we can find a boat ramp. Now, I know I said we were gonna go find a boat ramp, but I forgot. The fishing pier, fishing dock was on the way. And there's actually water below it, not like the last dozen that we've been to. It's the primitive tent camping area over there. We'll go check out a couple of those sites. I'm excited about seeing water in the lake, that's for sure. All right, let's go see some tent camping stuff. Now, if it wasn't 104 degrees, this would be a great place to pitch a tent and have a tent camp. You got a picnic table, a fire ring, and a charcoal cooker with a kind of a view of the lake, but it's secluded. You have privacy. Privacy. You have all the privacy you could want. All right, let's go see some more stuff. My boat ramp fans are going to be so excited. I'm excited. This is actually a normal looking boat ramp. It's not out of the water. How cool is that? And the lake is just dead calm because there's no wind. And that makes it a little bit miserable. Oh well. Can't have everything. There's always going to be something. I'm just excited there's normal lake levels. If not more than normal, over normal. Can you tell I'm excited? Man, I like having that along. I just went all the way down below the dam and back, and I still have 3/4 of a battery. That's so awesome. All right, it's time to stop filming and just hang out. So I came down to the seawall, the swim area at sunset. There's a really beautiful sunset in progress. But I wanted to do a Insta 360 degree video of walking all the way to the end and the back. That'll air. I did shoot that 360, that VR video, and that will air sometime in the next 7 days. So pay attention. Check it out. You'll want a VR headset, or you can use your cell phone actually looking like this, and you can see 360 degrees. That weird noise is my shoes, my flip-flops. They are wet and squeaky. Sneak past the sign. Oh, look at that beautiful sunset. Alright, turning around. And heading back. Wind is kind of gusty. It's early, gotta be quiet. Good morning. I don't want to wake up my neighbors by being my normal loud self. This visit to the Doctors Creek unit of Cooper Lake State Park is sponsored by Tuk Tek kayaks. So y'all are wondering, where's the fishing gear? Well, no fishing gear, simply because I'm still new to this kayaking thing. So I'm headed across the lake, and I'm gonna explore this cove. I'm going across the lake so that coming back I'll have some protection from the wind. I have my life vest that automatically inflates if I were to fall in the water, and I have class 4 throwable. Here's a fun fact. When I first got my pontoon boat, bobber, this was the first place that I put it in the water. I've paddled all the way up this creek channel, focused more on the kayaking than the camera-ing. I realized I didn't have you guys on the Insta360, so you're on now. We're at Cooper Lake State Park. Of course, there is no Cooper Lake anymore. They've since renamed it. I don't remember what the name is. It is July 30. High today is forecast to be 104 degrees. So I decided to come out and do some paddling early. I'm still getting used to being in the tuk-tuk kayak. Almost forgot to show y'all. We actually have a pretty decent handicap shower. Hot water dripping. A little bit of pressure. Not bad, not bad. You know, the facilities. They're clean. They're clean, but they could use a little updating. All right, moving right along. Good morning. Couldn't end it without having a cup of coffee with you. The neighbors are making a lot of racket, picking up their picking up their stabilizers. We're done. That was fast. Got here yesterday afternoon at about 3 o'clock, and I've seen all the stuff. I've been on the water. He needs to grease. Needs some grease. Needs a lot of grease. We're done here at the Doctor's Creek unit. As I've said many a time, this is one of my favorite Texas State Park campgrounds. It's been in the top 5 before. You ought to come pay a visit. I think this is definitely a destination. It's a little off the beaten path to be a waypoint stop. But if you're looking for a place to park it for a couple days and do a little fishing, a little swimming, a little relaxation, it's a good one. There's not any 50 amp sites, but with soft start, I'm able to run both ACs. Can't run both ACs in a microwave, but I can run both ACs. From here, I'm going to be moving to the other side of the lake, going over to Sulphur Unit, South Sulphur Unit, to do the same thing there. There'll be I've got 4 state parks in a row. I'm backtracking to get the Insta 360 footage for y'all. So after South Sulphur, boy, he needs some grease. At least some WD-40. You'd think that'd be obvious. Anyway, from South Sulphur, we're going to move over to Bonham. And then from Bonham, we will move to Eisenhower. What else do I have to tell you? Other than we're done. I sure appreciate you spending this time with me. If you found some benefit from the video, either humor or information, if you enjoyed the production, if you just like my coffee cup, please click on that thumbs up. and blast me out across your social media. Hold on. Blast me out across your social media. That helps way more than you know. And if you've not already, I'd be most honored if you'd consider clicking on the subscribe button. That touches my heart when you do that. We're almost to 20,000. Now maybe it may be that we've passed that by the time you see this video. And for my patrons, I'm most grateful. You guys rock. All right, y'all come back now. We'll see you on the other side of the lake.